Back here with a big old bam for this one. Now, I'm going to take a breakdown to the gold, the so-called precious metal that every human being basically chasing down, and they got values on it made from the elite. They make that shit out of rocks and basically tricking the masses, no doubt about it. Put it at high value and call it precious metal. And you should have known already, every single piece of metal on earth was made by man. Don't let them tell you that gold grow on rocks. It's fucking bullshit.
This is 20 million.
What they're gonna show you right here is how they manipulate the human being right here on earth with their so-called money and their precious metal. They trick you 100%. You got tricked by the gold and precious metal that they made. Of course, no doubt.
Dollars in cash right here. Here's $300,000 in singles, $30 million in $100 bills.
All coded. Everything you hear him say out his mouth is coded. That's how they do you right here.
Whether it's cash, gold, or digital bits, we all know that money makes the world go round. And what that money is worth depends on trust. Trust that engines that power it all won't fail. I'm Jake Ward. For the first time, National Geographic is going to take you inside the system. Places that you're not allowed to bring to campus. Straight into the vaults of the world's largest stash of what you want, need, and bust your butt to get. Money.
Don't you know, people, it's all created by the elite to control man. Money. That's what you need to know. And of course, the gold and the precious metal is the same damn thing. They make it and use it to control the people.
And bust your butt to get money.
See what's this right here? 33 Liberty Avenue right here. Bam! Right on the money. Satanic company right here. And they have control of a lot of the money that's moving around. And they're fooling the masses with that so-called gold. Of course, and the ones in Fort Knox is also fake shit, 100%. Why you think this building is 33 right on the money? It's Freemasonry, the same people that control the finance, no doubt about it.
One of the places that truly controls money is the Central Bank of the United States, the Federal Reserve. They
hear that? The Federal Reserve, those are the ones that give you your so-called student loans. Those are the ones that so-called give you your tax returns. And of course, you can never hold them. No doubt about it.
Store it, move it, inflate it, deflate it, destroy, stabilize, lend, and buy it.
Destroy and stabilize. That's what they like to sell the masses. And look at this. 5 and 7 for your number 12, which is a number 3. And then you have your 3 9s for your 3 6s.
And make a profit off of it. But above all, they protect it. And it's not just cash. For over 80 years, armored vehicles have...
Do you believe that, people? Wow. Let me see what's this right here. They actually have the damn 33 in the top of the roof.
Over 80 years.
Wow. Okay.
Armored vehicles have navigated Manhattan's narrow streets, carrying millions and sometimes billions in gold deposits in and out of the one Federal Reserve Bank trusted enough to guard almost 1/4 of the world's entire gold supply.
Yeah, that 1/4 of the entire world of gold supply. You believe that? I told you already why everybody in the world keep their gold in America. You better wake your ass up. That's where they make gold 100% in. There go your 33 in the building right there. Of course, you see it? Of course, it's Freemasonry, 100%.
You heard it right. Nearly 25% lives here at 33 Liberty Street.
33 Liberty Street, and they never miss. Because look right here. Look what you see right there. 12 and your 5 and 1. What you see. 3 6s right there for the mark of the beast. And of course, you know about the Liberty with the Liberty Bell and also your Liberty, your Statue of Liberty. Satanic shit.
Today, a hefty deposit is on its way in, and this driver is the first line of defense. For obvious
bullshit, of course. You're also inside the Brinks truck, inside the armor truck, with a damn camera recording his every move. It's nothing but fake shit they brought you on TV.
We can't really tell you his name, but he's not alone.
Bullshit.
His partners are armed. And the vehicle itself is like a vault on wheels, able to withstand bullets, even hand grenades.
When you ever see a hand grenade go off anywhere, you ever seen one? Okay.
Delivery is a well-choreographed and deadly serious exchange between the driver and the Federal Reserve's police force.
Put me on the show to the masses. There you go.
This small stack may not look like much, but if you tried to put it in the back of your car, you'd blow out the tires. There are a lot of guns here right now. It's kind of nerve-wracking to be around it. The goal
they do, they make these go right here in a factory, and then they bring it to the damn place right here to keep it, to let it sit. They set their prices, and then they start selling it. That's how they do it, 100%. You think metal grow on rock? You better wake your ass up. This is metal. Any metal on earth was made by man. That's what you need to know. And they don't have no fucking gold rocks. It's fake shit, 100% facts.
Is met at the loading dock by the Fed's vault auditor and its custodians.
We have over a ton of gold right here.
They make that shit right there, and then they tell you how much it value. The world jump on it. Of course, they trick you. No doubt about it. And I'm going to break it down and show you. You've been duped.
Street value today is over $55 million.
Are you still into gold? Like, does gold have an effect on you emotionally, or are you sick of gold?
You never get sick of the gold.
Yeah, really?
It puts a smile on people's faces when they come down to see it, and even puts a smile on our face when we're down there working with it. It just never loses its
That
love.
shit right there that they call gold. You see how yellow it is? You see how yellow that shit is? You better wake your ass up. It's nothing but fake shit they got for the people. Of course, you better wake up. This ain't nothing but a piece of tin shit cover, a piece of iron. You understand? This is not solid gold. It's just a front, 100% in. And watch it when it move, and you go see, as you could see him right there with the damn CT and the damn hand.
Our camera crew is making a normally smooth exchange a little hectic.
Nothing but bullshit.
They're obviously
Look at this shit right here, people. You believe that's how gold look for real?
a little nervous
Look
about
at
it
this
because
right here. Wow, you kidding me? They're tricking the people at that 33rd Avenue. Of course, it's fake shit, 100%. Even in Fort Knox, you think they have real gold all the way piled up in there? You better wake up. It's nothing but front for the dumb people.
this is a first. There's not a lot of hanging out with the gold just sitting here.
There you go. Bullshit on the masses.
After sorting out who's allowed to go inside with the cameras, they get down to the business of making the deposit.
Yes, it's a ton. You're just pushing a ton that easy. Bullshit.
There's an almost sacred ritual that handlers go
This is a ton, a gold, nothing but fake shit. For
when
the
moving gold.
masses.
It's all very quiet and solemn, no chit-chat or small talk.
Oh, bullshit. What is he holding his gun like that for? It's nothing but trash, people. Just for TV. I never miss it. It's for TV. All bullshit they give you.
The armored truck company's drivers are fully responsible for the gold as they descend 80 feet below street level to the world's
Wheel not even side the damn floor with a ton on it. It pushing a ton with some iron wheels. You don't even damn scratch the damn tile. Are you kidding me?
largest underground
This
gold
is
vault.
trash. Fooling the dumb people with this shit right here. There you go. Look at this shit right here. Look like some tin shit. Of course, it's not that they say it is. You see it? Look at it and you can tell with your own eyes that it's not real solid gold. It's fake shit. Tin file cover shit. There you go.
Only at the entrance does it officially become the keep of the New York Fed. And this is the way it's been done since the Fed first opened the vault in 1924. The New York Bank is one of 12 that make up the Federal Reserve System.
Of course, it go be 12 right on the money, like your 12 disciples, like your 12 months in a year. They never fucking miss. They make all those numbers. Yes, cause that's what they do.
Together, they're like the ultimate piggy bank, a place where your bankers bank. And if there's a financial panic, the Fed acts as a lender of last resort.
Yes, don't let them fool you. This whole system right here, you're all one. The people that give you the loan And the bank is the same people that make the finance shit. Of course, they make up all kind of loans. The bank do. Make up a lot of loans so they could charge you interest, just moving around numbers, not real money. 3/4 of the time, the bank never use real money. That's what you need to know. Just transferring numbers all around to themselves. Of course, you're going to buy a house from a bank. Okay, but you still have to go to another bank to pay that bank. Of course, they're all owned by the same people. What you think? They just move around numbers. You're the only one who coming up with the money. Of course, I never miss.
That creates a kind of trust in the entire system.
Bullshit.
So from
All
the
of them
beginning,
the same.
Fed banks were built to look imposing, like fortresses of money. The New York Fed's vault rests on bedrock to handle the weight of the gold.
Bedrock, rest on bedrock. And look at this right here. Of course, 15 million pounds. You see that? That's for your number 6. They never miss.
Engineers dreamed up an ingenious way to guard it. A 90-ton steel cylinder that revolves vertically in a 140-ton steel and concrete frame. When it rotates, it drops 3/4 of an inch to create an air and watertight seal.
Never miss, man. All fucking coded.
No one person is given all of the combinations or keys to the various locking systems, so someone is always watching.
Look at these right here and how they move, people. It look like this is a ton sitting right here. Of course not. They're tricking the masses. Every time it comes for them to show the gold, of course they're gonna show you nothing but fake because they don't really have that gold down there. They fool the masses. There you go. Nothing but crap.
So now there's 3 of you. It takes 3 people to open the door? I see.
2 vault custodians and an auditor.
And if you notice, people, when they're finding gold, so-called, in national parks and all of this shit, the gold yellow like this in a nugget, that show you that they fake you, people. They lie. They never find no gold. You never know nobody in this world that find gold that's uncut. You dig it? If you find any type of fucking jewelry, any type of gold or diamond, it was lost from somebody, you better wake your ass up.
Welcome to about a quarter.
Yeah, what they show you right there, people. You see that? This is fakery right here, 100%. This is how they fool the masses. Tell you all these golds stacked up right here, 33 Liberty Avenue. Yes, got 25% of the world gold stacked up right there. Fake.
The world's official gold supply.
Look at that fake shit.
Just one of these bars is worth $640,000.
Yeah, that's $640,000. One of these bars value.
So we're talking upwards of $380 billion.
There you go, 380. Of course, 3 4s, 24, right there on the money for your number 6.
The bars are weighed on a good old-fashioned balance scale.
Once everything's on,
Yeah.
you're going to turn the crank.
Okay.
It's going to be a little, not that difficult, but a little bit because all that weight will be on it.
It's a critical step because
Take a look at the gold, got a diamond on it, and now you can see right there 2011 on it. I tell you, man, this is a tin file shit right here. All the way you can see the creases in it. That is tin, faking the people.
each bar is slightly different, making each deposit unique. The scale measures down to 1/100th of an ounce. That's about 1/3 of a paper bill. Still, that's worth about $17. Ron here has stood as guardian of the gold for 40 years.
You hear how the gold sound, people? It's supposed to be like a soft kind of metal, not too hard. But tell me why it sound like this and why is it glisten like this, where you look like it got dents in it. You better wake your ass up. It's not real. It's fake shit.
This is the year in which the bars were cast. This is the purity.
Look at this right here, people. They basically pick it up and tell you it's heavy. But look how he hold it. No doubt, they're lying to the people. Watch this.
And this is the maker of the bar, who
Yes,
the
however you
assayer.
think it is.
And this is the serial.
Two of them holding it because they want to convince the masses that it's a solid everything. Look at this right here. Watch the next man come in with his hand trying to hold it too. It's
The
fake
assayer.
shit.
And this is the
100%.
serial number. Each bar has to have its own serial number.
What happens if you drop a bar like this on your feet?
If you don't have this on, you'll be in the hospital.
Yeah, you think?
Nothing but fake for the masses.
All right, so I'm about to pick up $640,000 is a life-changing sum of money. Whoa.
640,000.
Whoa. It is so much heavier.
You see, so much heavier. You see how you hold it? They know how to fold the dumb people, but not me. This is not heavy that he got in the hand. It's just a damn fakery. 100%.
I think it's going to be.
Gold is very dense.
Wow. So
Look how
whose
easy
gold are we
it is.
handling right now?
Wow.
Country, central bank.
Do you know? I mean, can we tell from what you know?
All fucking 9s and 6s right there. All coded. No doubt.
Well, we can't tell.
You can't tell me.
No.
I see. There are rules about that
So
kind of thing.
easy he pick it up with the gloves on. He just easily pick it up and he acting like it's so heavy. They're lying to the masses. 600,000, 640,000. What are these value right there?
The Fed's discretion and intense security are so trusted that few depositors have ever even asked to see if their gold is still here. So let's say that, one of these bars
Shit. Look how he
got
hold
out
it.
of the
You
vault,
see?
God forbid. Say
Look how he
that,
hold it. Look how he hold it, people. He took it out his hand.
One of
Look
these
how he
say
do it.
that,
Fucking
one of
fake
these
shit.
bars
Acting like it's
got
heavy.
out of the vault, God forbid, and out into the street, and somebody melted it down. Would there be any way of identifying this gold again?
Not if they melted it down.
No.
Good question to ask when they have you in there trespassing in this so-called secure place. Good question to ask.
Tried to sell it like
Post
this
it
here.
on the masses.
They would find out.
For thousands of years, people used gold as money. And why not? It's shiny, it's pretty. And like the man said, once you melt it down, it's untraceable. Or put another way, it's the perfect recyclable money.
Look at this shit right here, people. Why they lying to you about the weight of this shit right here? Because it's not real gold. Just a front for TV right
The
here.
perfect recyclable money.
See? Watching it. Get out of here. Fake shit.
One of the places where this precious metal's given new life is New York's Diamond District.
Diamond district.
On
of
these
course,
two-
Diamond 33 numerology. And I'll show you the diamond shape sign right there on the so-called brick, the diamond, the gold brick. You see it? Of course, it's called.
Box of New York, $24 billion in cash changes hands every year. We've negotiated access to get behind the storefronts to see how everybody from low-end street dealers to high-end brokers are dealing in gold.
And you know why? The mass has been tricked 100% in. And I told you, I never miss. And I'm going to show you when they got the so-called Gold Act. Of course, in 1933, where they so-called tell everybody to bring in their gold. That's just to jack up the damn price. Let's get in it.
States Gold Reserve Act of January 30th, 1934 required that all gold and gold certificates held by the Federal Reserve be surrendered and vested in the sole title of the United States Department of the Treasury. The Gold Reserve Act outlawed most private possession of gold, forcing individuals to sell it to the Treasury, after which it was stored in the United States Bullion Depository at Fort.
You hear that? Yes, they forced them, everybody, to sell their gold to the bully down place. They call it by name, bully. Just pay attention.
And other locations. The act also changed the nominal price of gold from $20.67 per troy ounce to $35. This price change incentivized foreign investors to export their gold to the United States, while simultaneously devaluing the US dollar in an attempt to spark inflation. The increase in gold reserves due to the price change as well as the confiscation clause resulted in a large accumulation of gold in the Federal Reserve and US Treasury. The increase in the money supply lowered real interest rates, which increased investment in durable goods. A year earlier, in 1933, Executive Order 6102 had made it a criminal offense for
6,102. That's 612 for your 6336s. The mark of the beast, all coded. And you're talking about 1933.
U.S. citizens to own or trade gold anywhere in the world, with exceptions for some jewelry and collector's coins. These prohibitions were relaxed starting in 1964. Gold certificates were again allowed for private investors on April 24, 1964, although the obligation to pay the certificate holder on demand in gold specie would not be honored. By 1975, Americans could again freely own and trade gold. The gold
Look how they play the masses 100%. They play you, of course, force you to sell the gold when it at a lower price, and then when they own it, they push the price up. So now you have to buy it back. Wow.
The Reserve Act authorized the Exchange Stabilization Fund to use such assets as were not needed for exchange market stabilization to deal in government securities. The United States was still suffering the negative effects of the 1929 stock market crash in 1934 when the gold...
Yes, and of course you already know they did that on purpose. They're the one who control the stock market switch. You better wake your ass up. It's just like a switch. They want you to go in panic mode and bring in some fucking order to the chaos. They pull the switch down. That's what you need to know.
The Reserve Act was enacted. President Roosevelt was challenged with decreasing unemployment, raising wages and increasing the money supply, but was restricted by United States' strict adherence to the gold standard. The Gold Reserve Act, which banned the export of gold, restricted the ownership of gold, and
okay, you can't restrict it. Maybe you can't send it out of the country. And yes, and they restrict it. That means you can't own it. Restrict the ownership
of gold and altered the convertibility of gold into paper money helped them overcome this obstacle.
Listen again.
Ownership of gold and altered the convertibility. The Gold Reserve Act, which banned the export of gold, restricted the ownership of gold and altered
the ownership of gold. You hear that? Listen again.
Convertibility of gold into paper money helped them overcome this obstacle. This act ratified the previous Executive Order 6102, which required almost all gold to be exchanged for paper currency. The Gold Reserve Act also revalued the price of gold to $35 per troy ounce.
So you see, they buy it up for $20, and now when they own all the gold, what they do? They jack up the price to $35 from $20. You got it? Of course, that's how they do it, people. Right there in a nutshell, they fool the dumb people. And of course, after that, everybody running down gold say it value a lot. Of course, because of the way they tell you they accumulate it. Gotta go to hell to basically get it. Of course, it's fake. They make it in a fucking factory.
As a result, the Gold Reserve Act, an act of monetary policy, drastically increased the growth rate of the gross national product, GNP, from 1933 to 1941. Between 1933 and 1937, the GNP in the United States grew at an average rate of over 8%.
See, grew off you. Of course, the damn people that slave to build the damn Babylon system. Of course, no doubt. They work you, trick you, and take back the damn money. That's how they do it, no doubt about it. And then they got gold on the stock market. Wake up, people. It's not no precious metal. Of course, they make it in a lab. All day of the week.
This growth in real output is due primarily to a growth in the money supply M1, which grew at an average rate of 10% per year between 1933 and 1937. Traditional beliefs about the recovery from the Great Depression hold that the growth was due to fiscal policy and the United...
Of course, that's how they do it. They give you the Great Depression and then they so-called come in with the order to fix it. Of course, no doubt about it. You've been tricked with this gold.
Gold is one of the softest and most malleable of the metals. It can be pressed extremely thin, crafted into shapes, even drawn out to form a fine wire, and all without breaking. Gold isn't affected by water or oxygen, as many metals are, so it doesn't rust or tarnish either.
Right, but you gotta tell the masses, how did you come by this gold? And yes, we go break it down and show you, not what the fuck they tell you, but watch this right here. There you go.
Most gold comes from...
There you go. This is a gold bar right here sitting. No doubt about it that they give you. And we go see how they make it right
gold
here.
Deposits, also called vein deposits. Concentrations of gold and other metals in the cracks of rocks. Lode deposits require hard rock mining. The process of removing gold-bearing rock, called ore...
Gold-bearing rocks is a fucking fake shit. That's what you need to know. It's just a harder surface of rock, and they got a lot of different rocks on this earth. That's what you need to know. That kind of rock they use to make gold is not a gold rock. They fool the dumb people. You don't find metal already made on earth. Man make metal. That's what you need to know. They crush up rocks and they put it together, put some potion in there, and that's how they make metal.
By drilling and blasting.
And they ain't doing no blasting. Yes, they be drilling and breaking down rocks, but they won't be blasting on it there. Right there, they're not gonna blast it, okay?
Miners descend more than half a kilometer underground.
No, just a lie.
There they drill holes for explosives using what's called a long hole air drill.
They would never explode nothing under there. That's what you need to know. That's fakery. 100%. The rocks that they carve out of here to make this tunnel, that's the rocks that they use to so-called make the gold. No doubt about it.
They drill in a specific pattern, set out in a plan prepared by the mine's engineers. The engineers know exactly where those veins of gold are, thanks to the
veins of gold. It's fake with people, 100%. It look like no gold right here. You better wake your ass up. No doubt fakery and the masses. In your so-called California gold rush from back in the days, it was fakery, 100%. Yes, gold dust was washing in the water, coming down the river. You better wake your ass up. And gold rocks and dust, wake your ass up.
mining company's geologists who've studied the ore samples. The company collects these samples by drilling deep into the rock at 15-meter intervals. These diamond
of course, all coded right here. 1 and 8 for your 9, 2 and 1 for your 3, and you get your 3 6s.
drill cores, as they're called, are up to 100 meters long and measure 3.5 centimeters in diameter.
All coded. But take a look at the gold. This is what the gold is right there, so-called. The rest of it is all stone. Then they find gold right here, yellow and everything. You believe it? It's bullshit. 100% in.
Its natural state isn't pure. It's usually intertwined with silver or other metals. So the mined ore has to be processed afterward to isolate and extract the gold.
Gold right there. So you see it's already yellow. It's fake shit. 100% in. Watch this right here, people. How they con you to believe that the gold is a precious metal that grow on rocks. It's bullshit. Only fungus and mass grow on rocks, okay? Not gold, not metal. Wake your ass up. Bam.
A metric ton of ore yields only about 6.5 grams of gold.
Watch what they do. They break up this rock right here and they take it with them. They can never fool me. All the drilling and the bullshit they're doing is a smoke screen. This is what they do right here. Break up the rocks, take it out and go on with it. Watch this.
After blasting the rock apart with explosives, miners use what's called a muck.
Watch what they do with the rocks. The whole fucking rocks and everything, they throw it in here. Pay attention, people.
To transfer the ore to cars.
You see, they put lights on it to make it look like the rocks already gold. It's bullshit. 100%. Metal don't grow on no damn rock, and metal don't grow. It's trash. 100%.
To the main shaft and then above ground to the mill.
See, all this dirt and gravel they're taking out. Of course, no doubt about it, people. This is how they do it, and they fool the masses like gold was already made and sitting on earth. And man find it. What up, dumb shit?
There, a crusher reduces the large chunks into smaller rocks the size of gravel.
They break it up, people. It's no fucking science to it right now. It's just normal right here. Breaking up rocks. That's it.
To the mill.
Look.
There, a crusher reduces the large chunks into small.
Believe that the crusher would crush the gold and turn it into this right here? No, that's no gold. This is the rock they use for the processing of the gold. That's all. This is the rock they use right here. Break it up.
Size of gravel.
There's no gold in it. As you can see right there. No gold. Just fucking rocks. They break up. No doubt.
A mill then pulverizes them to the texture of beach sand.
Yes. And since you can't melt rock, what you gotta do? You gotta grind it up all the way. And there you go right there. Grind it up. And they put their
factory adds a water and cyanide solution.
Water and cyanide. This muddy, soapy looking thing right here. After they mix it with water and some other substance, their so-called magic potion to make gold.
Then another mill grinds it further into a mud-like pulp.
See? Mud-like pulp. So gold is in this pulp. You better wake your ass up. There's no gold. It never started out as gold. They make it all the way in. You better wake up.
This pulp flows into large settling tanks.
Your settling tank, they never tell you what's in it. Is this water? What kind of substance is this? Part of this shit to make the gold.
The wet solids, being heavier, sink to the bottom. The water at the top drains to another area. Workers transfer the wet solids to an agitation tank and blow in air. The oxygen sets off a chemical reaction between the cyanide and the gold.
A chemical reaction between the cyanide. You see that, people? I told you already. It's nothing but science they put together. A lot of potion to make gold. And you bought it. All fucking metal on earth was made, of course, mostly made with rocks grind up. There you go.
Trapped in the ore, triggering the gold to dissolve and leach
Trigger
into
the gold to dissolve.
the surrounding water. Drum filters then separate the water from the solids. This water now joins the water that was separated earlier. Zinc powder is added to solidify the dissolved gold.
Zinc powder to solidify the gold. Okay. Watch this right here. They're showing you a sample of how they mix up and throw it in there. Not necessarily this little potion. This is just to show you right here, to show you how they mix it, you know, size to size and batch to batch right here.
Not into bars, a chemical cocktail needs to be prepared.
And the chemical cocktail need to be prepared.
Manganese dioxide, fluoride, silica flour,
silica flour,
borax,
borax,
and sodium nitrate.
and sodium nitrate. And I told you people, they're never gonna tell you the full ingredients. Just like how you see they talk about the Coca-Cola and how they make it and they hold back, tell you they got secrets they can't tell you. It's the same way with the gold right here. They're the one who put it together and sell it to man, tell you it's precious metal and charge you a grip for it. Wow.
This mix, called flux, will separate the gold from the impurities.
There you go.
It's poured into a smelter whose temperature is at 1,600 degrees Celsius.
1,600.
The smelter is rotated so that the contents
You
heat
can
evenly.
see, people, the only thing they put in there is the crushed rocks. The crushed rocks they mix out into soup, flag it out, and then you see them basically put some potion to it, some magic potion so-called, and there you go. You're gonna get gold.
Over 2.5 hours, the heavier gold eventually sinks to the bottom, while the impurities called slag float to the surface.
And don't worry about it. That's other metal also that they're pouring off. That's silver, another gold, silver, another metals. Right here they're pouring off the top, and the gold is in the bottom, so-called.
The slag is poured out. A sample is taken to ensure it contains no gold. If it does, it goes back in until it's gold-free.
And then all
By
that
now, the
left-
gold has cooled slightly.
All that left now is gold. Watch this right here.
So they reheat to 1,600 degrees Celsius, then cast it into bar-shaped molds. The gold takes about 4 minutes to solidify, then another hour to cool completely in a basin of cold water. The gold bars are extracted from the molds and cleaned of any slag residue. Gold
Bam! There you go right there. What you see right there, people. From dirt and rocks. Of course, with the magic potion that they sprinkle on it. There you go. You get a gold bar right here. 80%, 88% pure gold. And listen.
bars are also called ingots. At this stage, the gold is 80% pure. The mint will then refine the gold to 99.9% purity.
You hear that? Of course, people. It's 80% pure now after they finish it. And they're gonna go all the way up to 99.9. You see that? They make the fucking gold from scratch out of dirt. You better wake your ass up. There's no rocks that made out of gold. That's what you need to know. No gold rocks. They're the one who make it. And the masses fall for that. No doubt about it. Mag, I'm gone.